Welcome to My Lines, brought to you by Colin Boynton. For this latest episode of my poetry podcasts, the place where I share my world of words, I have decided to share with you some new pieces which have neither been published or seen before. I will begin with a piece called Dreams. I sometimes go to places I don't want to go. I'm even seeing faces of people I don't know. I'm even doing things I might not want to do, things I've never done before, things to me quite new. I get into some situations I don't want to be, and no matter how I struggle, I can't get myself free. I'm sometimes doing things that seem impossible to do, and yet it is quite easy, and I keep on going through. Sometimes I feel quite frightened from what is going on. The horrors can be terrible, and I want them to be gone. I sometimes want to wake up and escape from this dark place. I sometimes want to stay here in the happy space. I'm sometimes with some people that I used to know. I see them for a fleeting time, and then they quickly go. I'm sometimes in some places that I know I've been, seeing very many things that I have once seen. It can be quite confusing, as I don't know what is real, until I wake up from the dream and feelings that I feel. Isn't it amazing what you find at the back of a drawer when looking for something? I happened to find something I'd completely forgotten about, which leads me to my next piece this week, which is called Fashion Sense. I found a fading photograph of someone young and small, and realised that person was older now and tall. Was I really all that short, and did I look like that? Did I really wear that coat, and have you seen that hat? Whatever were they thinking all those years ago? Kids were wearing hand-me-downs, it's all that we would know. Shoes were made of leather, but they didn't last. They too became a hand-me-down, our feet they grew too fast. We wore the same clothes every day, had Sunday clothes for best. Shorts, socks and t-shirts, a little woolly vest. Fashion wasn't something that children knew back then. We had the same styles all the time, over and again. We didn't have the money, and we didn't have the choice. We bought the things that we could and didn't make a noise. It didn't matter to us. We wore the clothes we wore. The photo brings back memories of times we had before. The next piece is about not putting things off, and is called Too Late? Put down in words before it's too late. Say what's to say, and don't hesitate. Today's for now, and yesterday's gone. Who knows, tomorrow might never come on. Don't miss the chance, don't let it go by. The days and the years will too quickly fly. Don't have regrets for things left undone. Say what you must to everyone. Don't ever leave without a goodbye. The chance that is missed might make you cry. Here today and gone tomorrow might just leave you filled with sorrow. There's no time like now, the present is best. Once 'tis done, your mind can then rest. The next piece I've chosen is called What I Saw and What I've Seen. When I saw a sunset across a field of green, I thought that it was heaven, perhaps, that I had seen. The colour was amazing, so beautiful and bright, like a sky of fire which had caught my sight. When I stood beneath a tree to shelter from the rain, I felt so calm and peaceful, and free from heartache pain. Above me was a canopy of branches full of leaf. The place was made for shelter, that was my belief. When I saw the hedgerows full of lovely flowers, I wandered very slowly to look at them for hours. With all their different colours, a rainbow down below, each one looks majestic as it begins to grow. When I see the sunshine, I think of many things out here in the countryside and all the joy it brings. Every scene is different, with colours very bright, and no two views will be the same when they come in sight. When I climbed a hillside and finally reached the top, that is when I thought the world would never stop. The view, it was amazing, and just kept going on, for many miles in front of me, where the sun had shone. After hearing and reading some stories in the news recently, I wrote this final piece this week, and it is simply called Over and Over Again. The lessons we were taught so many years ago, it's like no one remembers them and no one seems to know. Forgetting what has happened, the sorrow lessons brought, from hardships we have gone through, our memories seem so short. We just keep on undoing the same things we have done. There's many lessons we could learn, each and every one. Do we ever listen to the stories we've been told of things that happened in the past, in memories now grown old? There's been a lot of heartache the whole world has gone through, so why do we just keep on doing all the things we do? I hope you've enjoyed my choice for this week's episode. The books I've written are available either from myself or direct from my publishers. For more details, see my website www.collinscorner.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope you'll join me once again next time for another episode of My Lines.